Hello, today we're going to be showing you how to play HR, right? The toxic workplace game. Now we're going to open this up, and inside you will find that there is an instruction sheet, but as most people don't really like to read instructions, that's why we're doing this video. Right? There are 108 cards in total, and they comprise of employee cards. There are 16 employee cards. You also have misconduct cards. You have double misconduct cards, action cards, and instant cards, and project management cards. As there are 16 employees, for a 2-player game, each manager gets 8 employees. In a 3-player game, each manager gets 5 employees. The additional one is placed in the retrenched pile. In a 4-player game, each manager gets 4 employees. They're evenly spread out. Alright, for this demonstration, we will only be using 2 employees per player. Right? We have manager 1 and manager 2. So, manager 1, each player has 5 cards in their hand. Right? And this shouldn't be shown to your opponents, of course. Right? So, we'll keep them this way. Right? And these are manager 2's cards. Alright, now manager 1 starts the game because manager 1 has the overachiever employee. If no one has the overachiever employee, then just pick the oldest manager playing the game to start first. Now, for manager 1, his first turn, he will pull off a misconduct. Now, the idea of the game is get rid of each other's employees. Therefore, the misconduct deals 1 warning letter to an employee. So in this case, the drama queen gets a warning letter. If any employee gets 3 warning letters, then they are instantly terminated and placed in the retrenched pile. Right? There will also be cards that allow you to pull back employees from the retrenched pile. So player 1 has played his card, therefore at the end of his turn, always make sure to draw a card to ensure that you have 5 cards in your hand. Right? Now it is player 2's turn, and player 2 decides to use something stronger. There's a double misconduct card. Double misconduct cards deal 2 warning letters to specific employees. In this case, the Igor. Right? If you play this card on the Igor, it deals 2 warning letters. But if you play it on the overachiever, it only deals the normal 1. Right? Therefore, it's much more beneficial to target the Igor here in this case. Right, so there's 2 warning letters there, and now it is end of player 2's turn, therefore he draws a card. Alright, now back to manager 1. Manager 1 now decides to turn the tables a bit, so he used an action card. An action card. This action card, system's error, allows you to swap warning letters. Right, so he discards this card and swaps the warning letter on these 2 employees, right? But before that happens, manager 2 actually has an instant card that can counter that. The Employment Act can counter this system's error card, and you can play it even though it's not your turn, right? So player 2 uses the Employment Act to counter the swap, therefore it doesn't happen. Right, so player 1 is now still at a disadvantage. Right? It is end of player 1's turn, therefore player 1 then draws a card. Right. Now, it is back to player 2's turn. So player 2 now only has 4 cards to choose from on what to play currently. Right? So player 2 decides to play it safe and place a project management card down. There are 4 project management cards, 4 stages, right? And if you place down all 4, you win the game automatically, right? But you start with 1. You can place down project management cards in any sequence. It doesn't have to be stage 1, 2, 3, 4, right? It can be 2, 3, 4, 1, or whichever, right? But you can only have 1 card of each on the table at one time. So player 2 places down a project management card. It is now back to player 1's turn, but before that, player 2 now only has 3 cards, alright? Therefore, they draw 2 cards to bump the numbers back up to 5, right? Now, this is a special instant card. There's only 1 in the deck. You can choose not to play with it as well. This is a rank and yank card, so anyone that pulls this card has to automatically terminate 1 of their stuff. Therefore, you can choose whoever you want. So player 2 unfortunately pulls this card and has to terminate 1 of his stuff. So the ancient one is unfortunately retrenched. Alright? And discard this card. So player 2 can now just draw a card. Okay. Now it's back to player 1's turn, and player 1 now has the upper hand in this game. Right? So player 1 basically looks at the cards that they have. They actually have a double misconduct card, which coincidentally coincides with the drama queen. So it deals 2 warning letters to the drama queen. Therefore, the drama queen is now retrenched. Right, so discard this, the drama queen is retrenched, and player 1 wins the game.